Hello everyone, welcome to this new video of Gyan Based Science and Engineering. So today we are going to talk about the subject thermodynamics, how this subject evolved and what is the history of subject thermodynamics. All we are going to talk about this today. So my name is Akshay Khandelwal and I'm doing Masters in Chemical Engineering from BITS Plani. So let us start with the definition of subject thermodynamics, definition of word thermodynamics. In the word thermodynamics, the word thermo means heat and dynamics means force or power. So what thermodynamics means power generated from heat. So in 19th century, scientists thought to improve the efficiency of steam engine. The steam engine were the only source to get the power from heat. So scientists thought to improve the efficiency of it. So in order to improve the efficiency of steam engine, they wrote some observation and laws. And these observation and laws are today known as first and second law of thermodynamics. And these laws we study today in our subject. So this definition, power generated from heat, this came from steam engine. The steam engine work is to convert heat into power. So the word thermodynamics and the subject thermodynamics came from the steam engine. So how this subject came into the syllabus of chemical engineering student? So this subject was first introduced in the syllabus of civil engineering students. They used to study it in mechanics. Then with the intervention, by the intervention of Lord Kelvin and Carnot, this subject was introduced in the syllabus of mechanical engineering student. Then in 1920, around 20 scientists gathered and they they thought to include this subject in a chemical engineering syllabus. Why they thought this? Because they thought the fuel can also help to improve the efficiency of steam engine. So they included this subject in the chemical engineering also. And this subject became the most important subject of chemical engineering, thermodynamics. So they gave their papers, they gave their all the observations to the Tata McGraw-Hill, and the first sophisticated book of chemical engineering thermodynamics came by J.M. Smith. So I request all the chemical engineering student to read this book thoroughly if they are preparing for GATE or any other examination. So what is the difference between the subject thermodynamics and heat transfer? In the both the subject we talk about the heat. So what is the difference between the thermodynamics and heat transfer? The thermodynamics, the subject thermodynamics can predict the equilibrium yield in a chemical reaction. It can only predict if the change is possible or not, but it cannot say whether it will actually occur or not. It can say if the heat can transfer or not, but it cannot say if it will actually transfer or not. It cannot say the rate at which the specified system approaches equilibrium. Thermodynamics works between the two equilibrium points. It has nothing to do with the path through which desired change is taking place. So for example, if we take a hot body and a cold body, and if we place a medium between them, then thermodynamics will say the heat can be transferred. It cannot tell the effect of the medium. It cannot say whether it will actually transfer or not because of insulation, or how much it will get transferred and what time it will take to get transferred from hot body to the cold body. But then also thermodynamics is used to study the heat and work effect. The heat and work effect can be accurately predicted using the thermodynamic calculation. What is the maximum work from the specified change in state of system can be told by thermodynamics. Minimum work required to bring the certain change in the system, this can also be said by thermodynamics. And thermodynamics also tell about the efficiency of steam engine. There are some limitations of thermodynamics. We have already discussed that it cannot tell whether the possible reaction will actually occur or not. The rate of a process is given by driving force divided by resistance. Thermodynamics can tell about the driving force, but it never tell about resistance. It has nothing to do with the resistance. It cannot tell the time for which the certain change in a system. It cannot tell the time for the certain change in a system. But then also, the thermodynamics is a powerful tool because it enables us to calculate the maximum amount of work a given fuel can produce in a steam engine. It tells us the maximum efficiency of turbine or refrigerator. It tell us about the maximum yield which we can get from chemical reaction. It also guides us in choosing the optimum temperature and optimum pressure of any process. It helps us choosing the solvent for various mass transfer operation like gas absorption or extraction. It is also the powerful tool. It is also used widely in the subject heat transfer, conduction, convection, radiation, heat exchanger, evaporator, condensation. All these are the application of subject thermodynamics and heat transfer. So that's it from the introduction of thermodynamics, and for more such introductory video of other subject and all other concepts, stay tuned with the Gyan Way.